also just sort out my internet here a little bit. Hope the copy okay now. I've just been talking to over in the UK, and I think they had a reasonable copy on. No complaints. Any we complain if there's you know, English you like. I'll pick anything, but yeah, I've been doing a little bit on the reliability factor on the DV4 mini stuff and MMDVM. If you look at my desktop, version 2 DV4 MF2 now, version 2. Got all nice pretty colours and cool features as well. So I make that the default. What I did with that is I've got a little thing to check the DV serial running underneath. Sometimes it's off and stops working. So I've got a little thing going in the background to make sure that the DV serial keeps running so you keep in connection.
Ah.
I think I timed out there, Lloyd. I'll just go put a little thing there to keep serial going. And I did a similar thing for the MMDVM side. It's to make sure if it's not running, it'll make sure it's running. So if you go for a drive somewhere or whatever, and you don't have to worry about the, you know, very occasionally it can. I have seen that hasn't done it much lately. I haven't seen it do, but I have seen. If it does crash, it will automatically recover. W5 L&D, be careful till you wakes up.
Yes, this version, the old version, does work a lot better than the new one did. You had a couple of little dropouts, but not bad. Nothing like you were. I got a good, probably 90% copy on the entire transmission. Yeah, I like the colors on that new one, on the DV4 MF2. That's pretty cool. That's a nice shade of blue there. Okay, so the kind of like the keep alive that you do on the D-Star stuff is what you're doing for the the MMDVM and the host file too.
I missed the part you asked me about the host. Not sure what that. I think you're talking about the running the MMDVM host. I took it all back to 1.8.
Yeah.
The normally the host program matches the firmware, so I took it all back to 1.18. Just sit on it and see what because the first edition he put out, apparently my TX was working okay. For the guy in the UK, the received audio was terrible. Then I complained about that but then the TX audio went bad, and that's where we ended up. I was real happy with it towards the end of it, so I just took it all back again to what works. So that was it. At the desktop at the moment, I was going to show you a couple of other little bits.
Yes, sir. I am watching your desktop right now. Yeah, that answers my question about the versions matching each other.
Well, on there's really only two servers you need to use. But I can see the VK server works really good with the UK, with all the UK stuff, and also the only time I have to change servers is when I'm working the USA. So I've got to select between the USA and the server. It should be all you need too, but I've got a little script there. Stage, click that. It's got a little pop up there on the bottom right. You see that?
Yep.
The VM server. I know I'm on the USA Brandmeister server there. Now, if I want to change servers, I've got to restart it'll restart the program when it does. I'll go to A and then I'll bring it back to USA. Look for the top right for the pop-up that comes up. That's actually a check. Just runs a notify. It actually part the file to make sure the changes that comes up.
Oh.
So I'll go to VK then come back to USA. I'll show you how that works. So.
Then it just dropped out. Now it's restarting. Oh, it actually has to. What did I say?
Okay, Lloyd, should be able to pick that up again quick now because I'm not using reflectors anymore. I just hit the torque. I just got the channel set for 30 and just go straight through. So that's the way to do it. And linking the reflectors, you just hit torque group, which covers just about the whole thing. Most of them have all got a torque group in there. I've added about 50 on my program and on the 7550 here. So you see how that works, and it's nice and quick, and you can reflectors, you see the little pop up that tells you what's going on over.
Yeah, that popped up quick. That's pretty neat how it shuts it down, then reboots it back up again. And I was surprised on how quickly you came back after you switched back to the U.S. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it doesn't take long. You got to do it, of course. You know, pick up the configuration. It's a lot easier. It's a lot easier than pick it up file. Now, if you want to see the comments file, little trick in there. But you want to see it file, you just type in you hit enter, and it'll come up. Right there. It'll just come up in a code. And if you want it, so you just type in config on the terminal, and your configuration file comes up.
Oh yeah, that is pretty sweet. I like that. Yeah, I like to just go straight to the talk groups. That makes it really nice.
And you can save that if you until you change reflector. But the one you need to change if you want to do permanent configuration change is is a USA and a VK INI configuration file, which used to copy over your link to the MMDVM. So there's a little script that links it to it, depending on